Hi friends, welcome to the very first episode of Big Fat Fitness. I'm going to talk about things that have to do with being a woman who is overweight in America and all the shit that goes along with it. So for episode 1, I figured since I had a doctor's appointment today, might as well talk about going to the doctor while fat. This is something that a lot of women have to do. A lot of men, a lot of teenagers, a lot of elderly people, all of us who are overweight have to go to the doctor. I myself had to see my primary physician about a foot issue. Down there on the left, having some pain, and I've been recently made aware of the fact that my family has foot problems. And I believe the pain I've been feeling in my foot since the end of summer has something to do with that awesome DNA marker. So what ended up happening was I went to the doctor to talk about the foot pain that I've been having. And the thing about going to the doctor while being an overweight woman is that there's always a sense of a possibility of being judged. Fortunately, my doctors are not like that. They're women, one of whom is overweight herself, who will actually look at the medical issue beforehand and diagnose from there before making some sort of snap judgment about the weight being the cause. I know that so many people who are overweight go to the doctor with this overwhelming sense of dread and anxiety because they are assuming the doctor is going to judge them on their weight and tell them to slim down before ever diagnosing anything or talking about the different symptoms that the person is coming in for. This person, this doctor, this pediatrician, an older gentleman, made sure to let me know every time I had a checkup, made sure to let me and my mother know on the growth chart where, age and weight, that I was in the high percentile, and I kept going up. It was thrown in my face that there's something wrong with me, and that what's wrong with me is all the weight I carry. It's just the root of everything. It's the root of all evil. Anything that could be wrong in my life physically, because I'm fat. That's not always the case. Fatness isn't the cause of every medical ailment on the planet. Ebola? Fat. No, it doesn't work that way. And I know what it's like to go to a medical professional who you're relying on for an answer for what's going on in the inside of your body, the part that you can't see, and being told that everything is wrong because you're fat. And this is what most people face when they're adults and fat too. Women especially, we are so judged. We judge each other. The minute there's an insecurity that's happening in here, we project it on another woman, on somebody else, on something vulnerable. It's your own vulnerability that's making you do that. But when a doctor does it, oh my God. What? Dude, aren't you there to help me? Being an adolescent, in my situation, I had no support system for losing weight. I went home and there was always a bag of Ruffled Lay's. Salty, potato-y goodness. There was always a brick of Velveeta that I would go into the fridge and take a slice off and just mow down on. There was no sense of health. There was no sense of fitness. I was just told, you're fat, that's what's happening, it's not good, which inherently in my mind turned to, you're not good, and that's where it comes from. That's why I know that going to the doctor sucks. And I've had, things will happen in life, and I've had to go to different specialists for some reason or another, get referrals here and there. And every time I go to a new doctor, anytime I go to a different office, I'm always thinking, they're just going to tell me I'm fat. They're going to look at me and be like, well, and it's like that well of implication. It's like the half side eye of something's wrong with you. You know what it is. It's like the elephant in the room, except you are the elephant. That's not fair at all. But that is what it means to go to the doctor while fat. It's not fair. Not everything is caused by fat. And while fat people, human beings like myself, know that, for some reason doctors seem to think it's okay to just ignore the fact that there's tons of medical reasons why things will happen in the human body. But weight is what we always need to talk about. You can be fat and fit. They go together. You can eat healthy. You can have a strong heart. You can have good joints, well-oiled joints, flexibility, low cholesterol, really clean blood system and everything, while being not thin. It's hard sometimes this is outside the doctor thing. It's hard sometimes to be fat and fit and think about fitness as an internal system. All the things that make us healthy on the inside rather than just what we see, just the looks, just what you see in the mirror. Okay. To sum up, going to the doctor while fat can be super daunting, cause a lot of anxiety, and it's not right when a doctor prejudges a person based on the outwardness. Health is inside. When it's a physical thing, that's what they need to focus on. So, hey, if you have a doctor that's absolutely crappy to you over how much you weigh, you're allowed to go get a new one. Don't be opposed or afraid to go find out somebody who's going to treat you respectfully and really work with you on the overall picture of your health, not what you look like. So, this has been the very first episode of Big Fat Fitness. Thank you for being with me. You can comment down there and ask me questions about health and fat and fitness and all that other stuff, or random things. And remember, I'm new here. Play nice. Thank you very, very much.